Here we go again. Good morning and welcome to Whenever You Are. I am Bandit Haze, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the hates that Pokemon Go has been getting. Now, Pokemon Go, of course, is a very popular mobile game right now by Nintendo, specifically the Pokemon Company, and for the most part, it's been very, very well received. Parents are happy that their kids are finally leaving the house, going outside and getting some fresh air, while kids are happy that their parents are finally leaving the house, going outside and getting some fresh air. But among all the appreciation, the positivity, and the general good that this game has been doing lies some hate. And when I say hate, I don't mean that, some people don't really like the game, or it doesn't really appeal to some people, or some people just don't really want to bother too much with it. I don't mean that. I mean, it's been getting some hate. First of all, there's a Muslim cleric who has decided that Pokemon Go is un-Islamic because it distracts people from going to the mosque. But here's the thing. Pokemon Go does not distract people from going to the mosque. If anything, it actually encourages more people to go to the mosque, because Pokemon Go rewards you for visiting different Pokestops, and there are plenty of mosques that have Pokestops outside them. Now, maybe it just so happens that the particular mosque that this cleric goes to doesn't have a Pokestop outside it, and in which case it's a pretty simple solution. Call Nintendo and say, hey, we'd like a Pokestop outside our mosque too. In fact, there may even be Pokemon inside the mosque, because Pokemon, they want to go to heaven as well. I will say this though, if you are going to go inside the mosque to catch Pokemon, be respectful, take your shoes off first. They got nice carpets inside there, don't be messing it up with your dirty shoes. And also, if the Pokemon is praying when you see him, wait till he finishes praying first before you catch him. It's just courtesy. And furthermore, of the people watching this video, some of you believe in God, some of you believe in gods, some of you don't believe in any God at all. Some of you are religious, some of you are spiritual, but I think the one thing we can all agree on is that nobody likes vegans, right? I mean, that is a thing. Nobody likes them, right? I'm just kidding, we got love for vegans as well. By the way, did you know that a vegan's diet is so clean that when they take a shit, they don't even need to wipe their ass afterwards? But the point I'm making is that no matter what you believe in or what you don't believe in, I think we all, at least most of us, have an understanding that for a person who chooses to follow a religion, there is a set of rules that that person lives by. And I'm not claiming to be some religious expert or anything, but what I do know is that quite a few religions, Islam included, have rules about not being ignorant. So it kind of boggles the mind when you have these leaders that sprout the most ignorant things into the world under the guise of religion. Now, the other type of hates that Pokemon Go has been getting is come in the form of people saying things like, all these people playing Pokemon Go, they don't realize they're being distracted from the real truth, stuff like that. And my thoughts on that is, how do you know that, right? I mean, how do you know that just because they are playing a game that this person is also not aware of the things going on in the world? How do you know that? Or similar to what the cleric was saying, how do you know that just because they're playing this game that they're not also going to the mosque? Or what other religious leaders might say, how do you know that because they're playing this game that they're not also going to church, or that they're not also going to the synagogue, or that they're not also going to the Buddhist temple, or that they're not also going to the Star Wars convention? How can you possibly know that? And that's one of the things that kind of gets me about it, because we talk so much about how there's so many things in this world that are actively trying to pull us apart, that are actively trying to separate us, because they know that together we're strong, but divided we're weak. The whole divide and conquer thing, right? We talk so much about this, but then we finally have something that brings us together. We finally have something that brings people from all different walks of life and different backgrounds together just to enjoy something. We finally have that. And you'd think that the religious people and the conscious people and, the people talk about unity and things like that, you'd think they'd be the ones to celebrate this, right? You'd think that, okay, maybe it's not something that they're into personally themselves, but you'd think they'd be the ones to celebrate the facts that it's bringing people together in a positive way. Instead, they're amongst the ones bashing it the most, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Let me end it on this. In my lifetime, I've come to realize that there are many people over the years who would say one thing and do another, hypocrites. And I've seen hypocrisy in many, many different forms over the years. I've been a hypocrite myself on many occasions over the years. I make no excuses for it. But I've always tried to do better. I've always tried to improve, and I've always tried to see the good in other people and to try to hold on to that faith in humanity, but it gets harder and harder. From police brutalities, I try to hold on to that faith in humanity. From all the injustices in this world, I try to hold on to that faith in humanity. But the one thing that destroyed it for me, The one thing that was that final nail in the coffin. The one thing that was that final push that finally knocks me over the edge, the straw that broke the camel's back, was when FouseyTube compared himself to Tupac. And that is what I think of the Pokemon Go hate. What do you think? Gotta catch 'em all or gotta catch a mole? Let me know down below. And if you liked this video, give it a like and share it amongst your friends. If you did not like it, then give it a dislike and share it amongst your enemies. Either way, let me know your reasons in the comments. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and until whenever, if ever, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. So now, let's talk about the Mini NES. Now, when I first heard about the Mini NES, I thought, okay, it's a pretty cool idea. I mean, it's not the best thing I thought they could do with